here from Optic with the Sivir speed boost and Aatrox being the ones that really want the AoE teamfight engaged. They've got Meteos on the front lines, as you duly noted. He's got the Cinder Hulk tankier build for Jarvan. So they want to give him the speed boost, give him the alley-oop for that dunk. As you can see, they actually are grouping up all around their vision through the side of the map, and they want to charge forward. Looks like they're going to give away some vision there to FlyQuest, and they know what the plan is.
POB gonna base check the brush. This is what I'm talking about. These are the errors that you cannot commit. FlyQuest lose their mid laner for free there, and Optic pick up their first kill.
I mean, I honestly thought they had given away the plan, and they were gonna have a back off there from Pobelter, but he takes the bait, walks up to the brush, control with that ward, goes over to Optic, and this ward, the hero of the day, that control ward bought them mid lane.
That control ward bought the mid lane, it bought them a kill, it bought them the tempo of the game here in the mid game. All right, yeah, not the whole thing, but half rounds up to the whole one. You're still right in my book, don't worry. But Optic now have control over the river as well, so it'll grab them an Earth Drake on the side as well.
All right, meanwhile, top side, a little bit of movement on the counter invade. You can see from FlyQuest, they're trying to get something back for themselves. It's only gonna result in a little bit of a Krug camp though for Santorin, picking up the scraps.
Turtle will continue blasting those minions with mystic shots.
We need to add some more action to this.
Yeah, we'll do the, all right, so in the next team fight, you do what we sometimes see from the Korean TriCast, where one guy's just the sound effects guy, he makes a boom, boom, boom noises. Okay, that's what we're gonna do in the next team fight. We just run away. There comes the shot barrage, whoosh. This is Meteos, goes wide left. Unfortunate on that one for the side of FlyQuest, but with control over the mid lane, they might be able to push into the tier 1 now. And it looks like Optic will concede this objective. Meteos sticks around a little bit too long, but he will still escape.
As he falls asleep.
Is it a B?
What? Trying to get an audible Z.
Oh, okay, all right, that's my bad. I should have recognized.
Meanwhile, the trade in the bottom side, I thought this was going to be more of a pressure situation, but they're just trading minion waves, you know? With the Death Dance built up and the stopwatch bot for Dokla, there's not really the super big threat in the 1v1. Maybe Viper with his Executioners now.
Yeah.
You can put a stop to a lot of the healing that Aatrox gets when Aatrox ult. So that could be a difference maker and allow him to push a little bit further as long as they have more vision. But currently, a lot of these control wards are kind of putting a stop to that. That's why we see Viper not really pushing to the limits. They got defensive wards here for Dokla lined up through the river, through their own jungle. He's now pushing past them though, so we may see this spark some action. Optic are actually setting up with a little bit of extra pressure on the map.
FlyQuest will continue farming up, continue scaling though. Morello Nomicon plus Sorcerer Shoes, a Fiendish Kodak in the inventory as well. Plenty of cooldown here for Pobelter, almost level 16. It feels kind of weird seeing champions almost hit these level 16 points, because I feel like we haven't seen a lot happen so far in this game, and before we really get a fight, we're just gonna have level 3 ultimates. Turtle will not be caught out here in the mid lane, but we'll take a little bit of damage.
They're closing in on Santorin. They're wrapping around, chasing him through the jungle, and the ward died.
And the prowling projectile means they disengage. FlyQuest again keeping the health bars topped off here as we zoom in on the ward. Oh, it's taken down to tragedy for FlyQuest.
All right. Where's gonna be the engage? Topside Pobelter gonna set up his outpost in the forlorn top lane up here. Clean out the minions, no problem. Looking to complete one more item. I would go with the Zhonya's. Maybe with the Zhonya's, you have the confidence of making a big play. You jump in, have the extra safety there for the Azir sec, knock some people back, and go golden. Try and get your big YouTube highlight. Shurima shuffle, but we'll see. Codex has some options.
Yep, plenty of different options there to evolve that one into. Stopwatch done on Santorin, so he can go in and make his own big flashy golden plays if he would like. Same can be said here for Dokla. Optic with control over the top half of the river for now, but FlyQuest still having a little bit of vision left there in the pit. As that's cleared out, we'll see if FlyQuest is tempted to move up here and see what's going on. Santorin almost face checking the brush, not going to go all the way in there yet though, as Optic will continue maintaining control over this area. I'm not seeing anybody really head for the Baron. Nobody seems to want to make the call this game to start anything off. A little bit of damage coming out there onto Santorin from Optic. Taking the enemy jungler down to 1/3 HP might make them a little bit more confident moving towards the Baron pit, but with their jungler backing up, I would press X to doubt.
Also with a Yuumi on the team, it's kind of frustrating because even if you land a significant amount of poke, then the Yuumi swaps champions, goes over to the Rek'Sai, you give Santorin that little burst of healing, and he can top himself off in the jungle, then just go right back to the AD carry and make Turtle even safer. Honestly, the big play has to come from a stronger move around this Baron. Yep. They're trying to get in and get the rest of this vision off. As you can see right here, Santorin on the top side clearing it out, but Meteos has been able to keep up plenty of these zombie wards as well as the control wards for themselves, so nothing really coming of it yet. Arrow actually leashing the blue floor crown here as we have some teamwork coming together, but where is the game winner? We're just kind of... All right, here we go.
All right, a little bit of violence in the bottom lane. That's what I want to see as Arrow shows up, quickly turns this into a 2v1, and Viper bites off more than he can chew. Able to turn it around with a stun, though, and it's Dokla who gets baited. He baited the bait from Optic Gaming. Optic lose their top laner, and FlyQuest are on to Infernal number 2.
All right, now with a 5v4 power play, you have teleport on the Jax. Push this, FlyQuest. This is your advantage. You finally have the opening. The items are here. It was a Banshee's Veil picked up by Pobelter, by the way. All right, this is the initial setup.
No, we are already done with that. Crown is down. You've got to go for the Baron now if you are FlyQuest. There's no other play to make. Optic are only 3 men standing. Arrow, Big, and Meteos will have to fight for this or simply concede. Big will be jumped on. Viper's taking a bunch of damage. Meteos looks to grab the kill, and Arrow will secure it. Arrow taken down, Big taken down, Arrow barely hobbling away as Meteos now below half HP. Can he escape the soldiers? Yes! One more auto attack would have done it. FlyQuest, they leave Santorin in the pit, but they don't keep the aggro on the Baron. And although Optic lose 2, they will stop that attempt.
Yeah, Santorin is able to heal off of the Scuttle Crab, but he doesn't have armor here. Not a lot of tank stats that they would want to return on the Baron, so they call it off after the play, despite the level 16 Pobelter on his ear with DPS ready being available. That was a really nice pick there for FlyQuest. You can see made possible by Yuumi and Santorin himself using the flash on the Rek'Sai. Then they start this up. Viper actually wants that play back as he jumps over the wall into Big and gets annihilated. They get that counter kill. It puts a stop to this play. Pobelter does answer and get the support back for themselves, but with that one down, we're back to ground zero here. Wards in the river around the Baron are the #1 objective. See Meteos there just transitioning over to get some for Optic themselves, and we get another crack at it.
And for Optic, you're glad that you stopped the Baron, because that's the point where we see a lot of these games that seem to just be even forever actually take a turn. Since you do not give that objective over to your opponents in FlyQuest, you still have the ability to keep this game neutral. They'll push onto the tier 1 here, and finally, 30 minutes into the game, the tier 1 mid lane turret falls. Optic taking that one, have a little bit more control over the river area now. Not as close of a safe haven for their opponents to retreat to. They'll clear out these wards. They don't want to start that objective up with everybody from FlyQuest nearby, but they will end up forcing out a teleport from Turtles Ezreal.
Yeah, they were worried that Optic was going to actually make a play on the Baron. So that teleport's definitely going to be a decent...
Oh, Santorin goes over the wall because he saw a single movement on his Tremor Sense. It's the entirety of Optic Gaming, but they're going to be swept away. Pobelter makes the big shuffle, and Big is taken down. Triple for POB, and Optic is destroyed.
And just like that, FlyQuest take over. Meteos gets hit with the slow.
Viper on to the remaining 2 members of Optic. Dokla sticks around, but will immediately be forced back. And FlyQuest find a huge win.
That should most definitely be some objectives for FlyQuest. They're going to take this mid turret first and then transition over to the Baron. They have plenty of damage left. Everybody on Optic in the death timers. And that is the turning point of the game. 31 minutes into it, FlyQuest are rewarded.
Unless Dokla pulls off some completely overpowered, crazy play here, Nope, Yumi ultimate comes out, Dokla runs away. As you would expect, 1v4 is not the kind of number you steal Baron under usually. Arrow makes his way in though. TP means he's arrived in time before FlyQuest is able to back. Crown, over the wall comes the paddle star. Pobelter escapes. Jax goes to sleep, but quickly gonna be woken up by his faithful pet cat. And FlyQuest gets away.
Great exit there from FlyQuest, getting everybody out alive after the fact, and that buys them time to reset. Now with Baron, the siege will ensue. However, the story's not over. This is versus a Sivir and a... almost to die on your screen here. Gonna be Zoe, but it's the initiation we talked about. Guardian Angel, Santorin, that Guardian Angel gives him the confidence. He goes straight in. He can be the point man for the team. They just want to force the fight. They catch the rest of Optic. They pick up the extra kills. Viper goes over the extra wall here, jumping down, able to catch Meteos. And as you know, the Yumi prowling projectile is the thing that slowed him down. Here is the return. With Baron buff, it should be an easy road, both up mid lane and bottom lane for FlyQuest. You can see on the mini-maps, Santorin soon to join the team, and Viper pushing up bottom while Pobelter just melts that turret.
Nobody is anywhere near close enough to defend it from the side of Optic. They're trying to step forward. The On the Hunt's been used. Big is below half HP, and Optic already have to regroup. Viper's in the bottom lane alone, exactly where you want to be with a Jax at this point in the game. Dokla running away into the top side to the safety of the tier 2, but what's that? Mid lane exposed, inhibitor going down, and Optic are rapidly losing control of this game.
They do have the possible Sivir wave clear, so Optic should not give up hope. They need to continue to spam out and look for the opportunity for a counter initiation. There's no flash on Pobelter this time around. Big, though, gets chunked down very heavily. With the Baron buff, another inhibitor turret soon to fall.
Big already half dead. It'll be very hard to continue defending and not just immediately pop when the fight starts off. Viper dodging away from the Q there from Dokla. Optic will continue holding this bottom lane tier 3, but FlyQuest is coming up with another minion wave here soon. Big has not had the opportunity to go back and heal. Sivir ultimate still not available either. Crown will fire those paddle stars in the back, hoping to find just some sort of a lucky shot there. Force FlyQuest away. Cannon minion just chipping away at this turret. Bonk. Bonk. All right, it's gone. I thought it was going to take 3. It would have made more sense to count that
Big
one.
chips. There's only
Big
chips.
old chips. There's a big old bag of chips right there. Is now the bottom side. Inhibitor under pressure. Nice block there coming out from Big. Arrow also had the spell shield up in case the Unbreakable was not there. Optic are down 2 inhibs, and FlyQuest decide to call it a day here. Regroup.
All right, easy reset now for them with 2 inhibitors down. The pathway is clear. They can pick up the Mountain Drake on the way out. Turtles laying down a little bit of annoying cover fire for them to delay the answer from Optic. But with the 2 inhibitors down, those super minions will just flood the bottom half of the map, and the rest of FlyQuest just have to apply pressure on the only remaining defenses of Optic. Crown's getting out there early to try and clear out these minion waves and put a delay on it. But for Optic, it's mostly defense right there. They need to set up a control ward and hope that they can catch someone from FlyQuest off guard in a lazy transition over to the top side of the map. That's what these wards are in hope of catching for them. It makes it more difficult too that the enemy team has a Rek'Sai, so Optic would have to be here ahead of time and remain stationary, unless they might give up their position to Santorin.
Arrow eats a prowling projectile there. Viper has Wadid attached to him. Viper is level 18. Viper has 3 of those big ticket items I was talking about earlier. The Jax is pretty much right where you want him to be if you're in FlyQuest's side, and right where you're terrified of having him be if you're an Optic Gaming fan. Optic will continue trying to defend this last remaining inhibitor. Baron is gone, so that means at least they can wave clear more effectively with the Sivir. But FlyQuest will likely just try to force the issue here. Pobelter so strong, Viper so strong. FlyQuest in a spot where they could finish this game off very soon. Meteo's going to be taking some long-range damage there. Pobelter with a couple of auto attacks, just shredding through that turret, already having it down to half HP. Dokla will try to defend here in the mid lane, but Viper, still on that split push duty, will escort the super minions into the base and create multiple worries for Optic to address.
FlyQuest eyeing that 2-0 week for themselves. All that stands in their way is this last top inhibitor turret. Viper trying to get those minions inside the base. Optic trying to clear everything out. Dokla might go for it.
Optic go forward. Turtle's gonna be healed right back up though. Viper, in the meantime, shoving those minions into the Nexus turrets, making use of what they earned earlier by getting that Baron buff. True Shot Barrage fired off, gets nothing but a field goal between a couple Optic members. Turtle firing those Mystic shots forward as well. He's got the Yuumi attached, which means it's so easy to disengage with the ultimate. And now FlyQuest, knowing that those ultis are down, can continue moving forward. There is no On the Hunt ready to go. There is no World Ender ready to go. And FlyQuest have the inhibitor turret down to only 2 auto attacks from Pobelter.
Now is a critical decision point. Baron's coming up in 25 seconds, so you don't want to overextend. But FlyQuest have been able to finish up the turret.
FlyQuest backdoor that turret, no minions nearby. They didn't care about the extra protections. They had the damage to take it out, but now Viper's gonna be chain CC'd and bursted down. Optic are able to find their fight here at the start. A next shutdown coming through, and that's 2 dead on FlyQuest.
Viper, critical mistake, walks the lazy way back to the team. Baron is about to spawn. It's on the map now. Optic has found their counter kills. They've got so many minions to clean out of their base that they have to take care of that first, but this could be an opportunity to turn everything around.
There is so much crap flowing into the Optic base, though. Look at all these minions! Look at all this junk going in there constantly. 2 super minions every wave. Doesn't even matter how many guys are dead.
Also, both the guys that are dead have teleports. So
yeah.
20 seconds are left on the death timers, but they can teleport back out here. So this is very dangerous, but I actually like the call. You gotta take this opportunity.
Yup, go for it. Inhibitors are respawning anyway.
You're good.
Optic decide to go for it. Here we go. Optic Gaming into the Baron pit. Secured by Meteos. Turtle's teleport puts him in a bad spot now. He's caught out. The stasis will only protect him for a moment, and Turtle will fall. The inhibitors respawning exactly when they need to, and FlyQuest have found some trouble.
Let's take a look at where it all began. Viper callously walks right past the entire Optic team. Just gets annihilated. Then they jump right on Pobelter afterwards. 2 kills gives them the opening they need. They go back, finish up the minions. They have got 10 seconds to spare on the Baron, and then they even get the kill onto Turtle afterwards. I believe Arcane shifting into the thick part of the wall, can't escape. So Optic Gaming right back in this.
This is actually an incredibly close game now because you've still got the Sivir win condition on the side of Optic. Late game team fighting, they can definitely do. The base is almost back to a really good state. There you go, 3rd inhibitor finally respawning. They've still got both Nexus turrets as well, so backdoor isn't something they're worried about losing the game off of. Optic are sitting in a pretty solid spot. They have control over the Elder Dragon area, and it's spawning in 10 seconds.
All right. It's gonna be so scary for FlyQuest right now. They've got no vision.
Have some Zoe. Battle Stars flying out, not gonna find the second one. Of course, Santorin would revive with the Guardian Angel even if it connected. Brown continuing to just be so obnoxious on this champion. Trouble Bubbles and Paddle Stars all the way over the wall. And it looks like FlyQuest are making the call to not contest the Elder Drake. Instead, they're pushing up the mid lane. Now they're changing that thought process, going down the river. Elder Drake rapidly dropping. Big also going to be taken low. But there's Elder Drake for Optic.
What a turnaround. Never give up hope, Captain Flowers. Let this be a lesson to you.
Let me change that. Never walk through 5 players through the enemy base. That mistake from Viper could cost FlyQuest this entire game.
And never give up hope that your opponents will walk through 5 members to try and exit your base. Because now they've got Baron, they've got Elder Dragon, they've been able to clean their base of all those minions, and now Optic look on the offensive.
Optic Gaming trying to utilize these super buffs as much as they can. 1 minute left for the Baron, 2 minutes left on the Elder Dragon, a 5K Baron power play already, and they are kicking in the front door of the FlyQuest base. Inhibitor turret number 1 under pressure but kept alive. FlyQuest are able to get bodies there in time. The bottom side, we'll see if the same can be said. Pobelts are going to lose the Banshees there to the Paddle Star. On the Hunt is popped and Optic are moving forward. Turtle very close to the Optic Gaming members. Dokla and Crown backing up here on the bottom side. FlyQuest trying to decide where they want to commit their manpower. Turtle going to lose a little bit more HP. Still has the Yuumi ready to heal him up. We'll see if Wadid can provide him with the extra peel he needs to make these plays. Crown taken down to half HP, Pobelter the same. Inhibitor taken down in the bottom lane and in the mid lane. FlyQuest, they were looking so good. It was looking so certain. And now their Nexus turrets are under siege. Optic still 5 men strong. Still Baron for another 10 seconds. Elder for another 45. FlyQuest will continue defending. Optic don't see the opportunity to force the issue any further. Arrow very low on mana. If this fight breaks out, he won't be able to be quite as effective as he would like. Another boomerang blade fired off. Will not find its target there. Meteor's trying to defend Arrow as Turtle jumps forward, and Optic choose to disengage. FlyQuest see this. They're looking for the opportunity to go forward. Prowling projectile only finding its way onto a minion. Santorin looking to go even further now. Dokla swoops in. World Ender wings at the ready. Santorin going to be taken very low. Viper into the back line. Optic health bars being shredded. FlyQuest have found a massive team fight.
How the turntables, Captain Flowers!
What a play, but what is this? Crown immediately just shooting down 2 GAs on the Zoe. Pobelter tries to chase. Yumi ult not gonna find the root just yet. Sleepy Trouble is down. 8 for FlyQuest. This is surely the game.
That has got to be the way that it is. I gotta believe that that is it. FlyQuest basically in the exact position that Optic were. They make the re-engage, and FlyQuest are going to be the ones with the last lap here, storming down the mid lane. They will storm to a 2-0 week.
It was so close to a throw for FlyQuest, but they're on to the Nexus turrets. They will get their 2-0 week, and they will move a little bit further closer to the top of the standings.